is no nature weather. And we are now in the middle of everybody saying climate changes and climate crisis. And just 2 days ago, Guterres, Chief General of United Nations, says there is no doubt that human is responsible, and we are now entering in a phase of global warming. We are now coming in the phase of global boiling. And for sure, if you said that human is responsible, but not as the way they are talking about with producing carbon dioxide. It's responsible on another way. And that's why I want to ask you, what does mean boiling? Because in this technology, as I understand, boiling, it means that it's producing a heat in ionosphere and making this technology what is working. Maybe that this has some connection to it.
Yes, you're probably right. Because I have to mention something that a lot of us in America believe now, is that we are now in a state of war. We call it fifth-generation warfare. And basically what it means is there are people who serve the globalization dream of the World Health Organization, of the other large installations that have some sort of I want to make sure you're still there. There, okay, thank you. Because we feel we are at war, our media has been entirely taken over in America. It has been for many, many years. We call it the deep state. It lies, it misleads people who don't know any better, who have their TVs on 24/7, who are just following the tail in front of them. But there are others of us who know much better, who have been, keen observers of what is going on in America and the impact America and NATO are having on the world. With that said, I know that we have to look at science in a different way, so that we are not following the tail in front of us. They're lying to us. The climate change idea is a cover story. I don't know if you know that term. It's an intelligence term. They use it to cover over what they're really doing. They don't want people to know about this classified project called geoengineering. They don't want us to know all the different things that it's able to weaponize and for control over the planet and over the human being in particular. So we then have to turn to our own thinking. But gosh, our own thinking is not very good in most cases now, because people have been completely programmed by television since the 1950s here in the United States. And now they have their iPhones, which, by the way, I don't own one of those either. I've never owned a television or an iPhone, because these are weapon systems created by the American military, so and the British military. So I think we need to be more critical of our technologies that we take for granted, that all we think is, oh, if I have enough money, I can get a really cool phone. If I have enough money, I can get a good flat screen plasma TV, and etc. Because these implements are what the military even calls dual use. Very important term. Dual use means it can be used for military objectives and for civilian making profits, corporations producing these technologies to sell, people having their entertainment, and news pretty much is now entertainment as well because it's mostly lies. So we all have to get hold of our courage and begin to turn in another direction. And I don't know how you can do that if you don't have some knowledge. And that's why I dedicate pretty much, I have no private life. I dedicate all my time to this because ever since we had the last 3 years when I saw what the medical tyranny can do, I have realized that I cannot take for granted that the real Mother Nature's human being will last through this latest huge change in science due to electromagnetics and particularly the nanotechnology. And now, I am moving toward exposing how the geoengineering serves synthetic biology, because that's what's coming down in the latest trails that we're breathing in.
Right.